This video is geared towards encouraging us to be more consistent in our Bible reading. So the first recommendation I would make for us is to ensure that it is as simple as possible. We do not stick to habits that are difficult, long, or complicated in the long run. We find ourselves that we gravitate slowly towards habit and then we continue to do it from muscle memory. So if we notice our phone usage, we usually use it most when we are going to bed or when we wake up in the morning because it is very near to us. So if we want to change that or transition that effort and that habit towards our Bible reading, we can make the Bible as close to us as possible. So we can actually put the physical Bible near us in the beds, near our nightstands, in spaces where we visit often, in the kitchen, in the bathroom, safely of course, wherever it is that we find ourselves relaxed and needing for stimulation intellectually. We can also find ways to make it more visible, like act as a reminder. So we can put it on our phones. The app can be front and center. Every time we open the phone, we can see the Bible app there. We can also add wallpapers that remind us to read the scriptures. And we can also tell our friends to say, I'm on this Bible reading journey and I would love for you to keep me accountable. And that brings me to some of the tools we have in our toolbox to help us to be consistent. First and foremost, one of the roadblocks that we face when we are engaging in scripture is the fact that sometimes our understanding is unclear or it feels wasted because we're not getting anything out of it really for application. I would suggest that we don't rush to application because first and foremost, the scriptures isn't a story about us. It's a story about God and his relationship with us. And so we don't read scripture just to get something out of it, to feel good or to feel more hopeful. And yes, we do receive those things after the fact. But the main focus of Bible reading is to get to know God more. And so if you ever feel yourself stagnant, if you ever feel yourself withdrawing from being consistent in Bible reading, let us be prayerful and say, God, I'm interested in knowing you more, and your word is one of the ways that I get to know you more. Give me a love for it again. Another tool in our toolbox is to, when we meet upon those hard questions in the scriptures, to be diligent in our search. This can include asking our Bible teachers questions to say, what are your thoughts on this? What do you think the author was trying to say? And we can get more clarity from our leaders as well. Another means through which I even engage in deeper study is to use commentaries, Bible commentaries, and also to utilize study Bibles. I also find typing in a particular verse and just saying, for example, Psalms 90 verse 12, and I add the word lexicon. I'm going to spell it Lexicon. Just add the word lexicon. It takes you to where the original word is for the scriptures, the Greek translation, the Hebrew translation, and the other languages that are used in the Bible. So it brings you back to the original meaning of the text so that you can interpret it. Another tool in our toolbox would be to discuss it among believers, discuss it among your friends, and to say, this is what I'm getting from scripture, this is what I've been reading. And we find that that exchange also encourages us to dig deeper into the scriptures. So your friend group is definitely important when you are pursuing God because they act as a fuel as well in your pursuit of Him. So I hope these tips were helpful, and once again, I know we feel a lot of shame when we are engaging in this topic, but I hope that we have been liberated to try again and to feel encouraged to know that it is possible to be consistent when we're reading the Bible. So thanks again for tuning in.